Host Hatter.
This is actually Waste Talk this time. This isn't Thirsty Thursday as what happened to Thursday if you were watching that. This is the real Hatter the Waste.
Would a real Hatter please stand up?
Right.
I won't be making too many Eminem jokes, but yeah. No, we are excited to do our show today. I posted a picture earlier. We have a brand new on the air sign. It's a little bit bright compared to the rest of our lighting.
Yeah, we didn't thought that ahead.
So it kind of just looks like a giant light bulb. But we will get that fixed. We will get some better lighting, and then you'll be able to see it much, much better. So go ahead and share this post around. Let people know what you're doing on your Saturday night. And we are going to talk about...
We did some exciting things in the past week.
Yeah, so both myself and Commodore had an opportunity to head out on different adventures of our own. So he got to be the guest star on another podcast, live show, whatever you want to call it, that is Wasteland related. And he'll talk about that. And then I got a chance to do an art show that was also put on by Wastelanders, and I will be talking about that. And to the best of our ability, we'll try to describe things. I would eventually like the ability to, throw in pictures and stuff, but we're still learning some of this live, stream software, and so I don't really know how to bring all that stuff in just yet.
We'll get there eventually.
We'll get there. We are hoping to have Grotch and Hepsi and whoever else is involved in that show on this show at some point. We also would like to have Samoda, who did the art show in San Jose, on the show at some point. And so when we get to those shows, hopefully we'll be able to bring in some of the pictures and stuff. I just have to learn how to import all of that stuff and show it on camera. So
it's an adventure. Right now I'm just trying to get word more out there. I'm doing the strategy I use when I do my DJ, and just send the video stream to your personal messages.
Right.
And if you don't like that, just let me know so I don't spam you.
Okay, let's make sure. I want to make sure that we're going...
We are. Facebook is good, and YouTube's good. I haven't touched Twitch yet, but I think I got the notification, so we're live.
Excellent.
Just trying to get a few more messages. Hope you've all been having a good weekend so far. Alright, I'm going to get back on the stream and see if we got any comments. Oh yeah, I might have a little leftover of a Boston accent because of that's what goes down over at the cock. Also, I need a...
So we also want to hear from you, of course. We're always willing to take your comments, take your questions. You want to ask questions about Wasteland. You want to ask questions about the adventures that we had. You want to share a story about something related to the apocalypse, but not Wasteland. You got to have a barbecue with some Wastelanders. You got to hang out at their house and do a movie night. You did a Zoom call, and you all got drunk on camera together. Like, whatever it is, however you've been keeping in contact with your community, your tribe, planning for the event coming up this next year, hopefully, all that stuff. We want to hear from you guys. Tell us your story, and we'll tell you ours.
Yep. I'm trying to fucking have the goddamn Fountainhead company.
And we are live on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, so
yes.
Like, subscribe, follow, all those things, especially our Twitch and our YouTube. We're trying to grow those memberships so that we can eventually have like a custom URL and things like that for YouTube. Twitch, we are at Wasteland Talk, twitch.tv Wasteland Talk. YouTube, it's more generic, but it should be in the event page. Or Commodore will share the link in a minute here. So.
Oh yeah, I've been I was paying attention. What?
I'm saying for the YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah.
I want to share the links for those.
Yeah, I'll probably show the links for those. Just give me a moment. Just trying to.
Yeah.
Because like I want to do a little butt plug here in a sec for the beer we're drinking tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What?
Good timing.
We made good timing. The fuck? Oh, Jared's comment?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's Jared.
Yeah, good timing, huh?
Oh yeah. Alright, so let me see if this works. So I'm just gonna copy paste the link and
Ow. Oh.
guys. One moment, I'm almost done.
It hurt.
Let's see if we can go to.
Alright.
Do 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 do.
Get back on the stream. There we go. Alright, so the beer we are drinking tonight is one of our favorite local brews. That's a stone's throw away from our living situation. They are called the Fountainhead Brewing Company. You'll recognize what they are at when you see this gold and black lion face right here. It's no Mufasa kind of thing. So, love their beer. The people who work there are fucking amazing. And it's like, what's yours tonight?
So at the moment I have the acoustic Endeavor. It's an IPA, but it's not like a real super strong IPA. So it's not like a double IPA or like a really, really hoppy. It's just kind of a nice.
It's your
drink.
usual drink that the Hatter likes because he likes IPAs.
Yes.
Alright. This one I have, it's actually it's brand new. They didn't have a name for it at the time I bought it until I finally did my purchase for a couple cans of these because I really liked it. Kind of fitting that I bought it too because when I was on the Cock Show, the Cocktail Hour, we did one of the drinks we had was basically tangerine juice, and this one's like a tangerine beer seltzer thing, and I just love it. So, bought a couple cans of those, drank a couple mugs of those at the place.
Yeah, if you guys have seen, if you follow my Instagram or my Facebook, you'll see all the time I go to the brewery. A big reason I go to Fountainhead, they've got great beer, but also they're like 5 minutes from our apartment.
Right.
So it's super convenient. Plus they have food. Plus it's all outdoor. They have like a little temperature sensor that will, read your temperature for COVID.
Everyone's wearing face masks and whatnot, and practicing social distancing.
Yeah, the owners are real cool about that. Even when we were in the heat of the pandemic, they sectioned off individual tables with like dividers that were big old tarps, so that you could actually have your own individual space for you and your group and not have any kind of crossover, I guess. So they're always trying to kind of innovate and keep themselves open and stick with the changing rules.
Right.
And so they've been pretty consistently open this entire year, whereas some of the other breweries have gone up and down, closed for here and there, and this place has always kind of been very flexible with it. So I've really enjoyed drinking there for about a year now, because I discovered them just about the time that the pandemic started last year. So it's been about a year now that I've been drinking there.
And their beer kind of helped us stay sane, because when we were kind of stuck in the pandemic and had nowhere to work and shit, their beer helped us. So yeah, give a huzzah to the Fountainhead.
To the Fountainhead, huzzah!
Huzzah!
I need my tea. It's fucking cold.
I'm so not used to tangerine in a beer. I'm used to like orange and shit, but that's really good. It's a nice, as you say, a different twist.
Yeah, because it's a little bit more like a seltzer than it is a true beer.
It is.
But it's kind of somewhere in between the two.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, it's not like just a seltzer or just a beer. It's somewhere in between the two. It's interesting. I tried a little bit of it, when we were there, so. But yeah, as always, I try my best, and we try our best to support local, small businesses, especially family-owned stuff. Fountainhead is actually the original owner of the building. It was an auto mechanic place, and then when the son took it over, that's when it got turned into a brewery. So it's been in the same family for more than one generation. Just that what the building does has changed.
Right.
So I really like that. They even have a beer called Ted's Red, which is named after basically Pops of the brewery, the owner's father, who owned the building originally. His name is Ted, and so it's Ted's Red.
Right. Like it was a good beer. I remember trying it. I tried all their different types of beer at least once, just to have like an input and a try for it, see if I have a favorite. Because like they constantly change. They have ones for seasons, and like they like to get creative, and like and they have like different varieties and just like they have like IPA, stouts, sours, ales, and apparently now seltzers.
Yeah. Well, you got to keep with. Sometimes you got to keep with what's popular. And seltzers
Get
are
with the times,
popular.
man.
Yeah, seltzers.
Yeah.
Are
Live in the
popular.
now. But anyways, want to do a little quick update because like you see the stage set looks a little different, as Hatter here pointed out. There's a what you see the bright beaming light that's above my head. No, I do not have an idea. It's basically a neon bar light sign that says "on air." I thought it was clever. But apparently we don't have the technology of proper lighting, so you can all see it. We can see it, you can't.
It is literally the brightest light in the room.
Yeah.
And it's facing
So
the
it
camera.
basically washes out everything on camera.
But also, if you look to Hatter's right, above him, I have a new portrait that got framed. It's if you're all familiar with the Fallout New Vegas video game, it's based off one of my favorite DLCs from it called Dead Money, and the area is called the Sierra Madre, which is basically a really fancy casino that was a heist. You had to do like a heist, and all. It was really creepy, very horror aesthetic, and everything revolved on stealth, which in a way it pissed me off because like I don't usually build my characters as stealth. I'm kind of like a Leroy Jenkins, and I just go balls in and kill everything if I can.
Just guns up. When we played D&D, we always called that Plan B.
Yes.
Because Plan A was always, the way the DM wanted you to do things. It doesn't matter what it was the way the DM designed it. So we talk to the NPCs, find the clues, blah, blah, blah. That was Plan A.
Sadly,
Plan B was grab all your weapons and kill everything that moves.
yeah, sadly, every D&D campaign I've been in, we always use Plan B because we don't just fuck the DM sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, Plan B is grab all your weapons, kill everything that moves.
So we got a few people watching here. We got
Santos.
Santos showed up. Hey, what's up, dude? We got Needle. We got Jared. We got Eric. Bastrup. Try to remember your Wasteland name. Please message out. I'm terrible with names usually. Zeke's here.
Awesome.
Exodus. And then of course we got the Go Ahead. Bah, Jeremy.
Ah!
So yeah. So as we said earlier, we actually made a couple trips to a couple Wasteland theme events and of sorts. So like Hatter, if you'd like to go first, go right for it.
Yeah, so I got a chance. It was last weekend. Myself and a fellow Wastelander who's here in Sacramento goes by the name of Mimsy from Tribe Haven. We both got a chance to go out to the Beyond Rust and Dust art show in San Jose.
Huh.
So that was actually put on by Samoda. And if you guys don't know who Samoda is, they're this really cool, very elaborate, artistic camp out at Wasteland, but they're also a group of fortune tellers, seers, psychics,
Nice.
that type of aesthetic. They use a lot of bone art, a lot of rusted metal, doll heads, mannequin heads, just a really cool aesthetic for a lot of that stuff. I posted the pictures on Wastelanders Unite and on my regular Facebook. I took a lot of pictures, so I didn't put them all on my Instagram. I need to do that. But it was all of their stuff that they use to decorate their camp and that they wear. And so they have this, the best way to describe it is a shrine that they call the hovel. And it is their center of worship for their group, as as fortune tellers,
Okay.
seers, all that. And the group is called the Seers of the Waste.
I've heard of them.
So Samoda, the Seers of the Waste, and the different women in the group have different roles in their religion.
Yeah.
And so they would be better at telling who's got which roles and what their waste names are, because I'm always bad at that. But there are 5 women who operate this tribe that are all kind of the faces of the tribe. They do just, like I said, they do this really cool kind of tribal, kind of bone Middle Eastern type of aesthetic.
That's pretty
where
dope.
it's very nomadic looking. It's very much the type of groups that would travel in tents across like old Europe and the Middle East and offer fortune telling and tarot card reading and you pay them some coin and they get to eat and you get to find out about what's next,
Yeah.
And there's a big history behind a lot of that, where a lot of your empires of that region really did look to fortune tellers to understand how to plan crops, how to strategize battles, all kinds of stuff. So to see that brought forward in a modern aspect and really kind of taken to a post-apocalypse extreme is really cool. And one of the artists, who goes by the name Gemini, is actually doing an entire series of tarot cards based on Wastelanders. And so if you want to be featured on a tarot card, there is a commission fee because it is hand-drawn, hand-painted, whatever her technique is. But she does do like good-sized posters like this that you get to keep. And then she also is supposed to be printing out the regular-sized tarot cards. And so eventually she will have a full deck featuring all people who go to Wasteland, and they are, the seer, the watcher, the trickster, all these various tarot card names. Someone who does tarot would be much better at naming them off than I am. But if that's something that is important to you, and actually when I saw them, I was like, I want one.
Nice.
I'm not necessarily a tarot card person, but just seeing the gorgeous artwork, I was like, I want to be on one of those because it fits with my aesthetic as the Hatter. Being someone who the Hatter definitely would be into that type of stuff, and that type of stuff would be important in a world where we no longer had, weather forecast on the internet, or the news or anything like that. You would want somebody who can see and give you some guidance. And so I was like, oh, you do custom tarot cards? That sounds kind of rad. I kind of want to be on one. So I'm going to be talking to Gemini and seeing about having this ugly mug on a tarot card.
So we got a couple comments.
Go ahead.
We got one from Sarah. And some situations require a scalpel. You are the chainsaw when things go sour. Also, Eric's wasteland name was the Mad Ratter. I knew it had something to do with rats.
Mad Ratter, nice. I like it.
Sounds like my kind of people, says Mad Ratter. Also, Mad Ratter goes, sounds amazing. You have a link or know the commission price?
So I will grab the business card I grabbed from Gemini, and I will show that, and I'll post that on the event page and in the comments and stuff. The commission price that she quoted me, I don't know if I want to say that out loud because I don't know if that will vary, and I don't want to promise something that is too low for her to deliver or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But it is reasonable that you can afford. So I would say if you're interested, I will post some of this stuff in a little bit, and then you can look at the pictures that I took of the tarot cards, and I will post a link to Gemini, and you can get in contact with her and get a quote from her. Because like I said, I don't want to quote and then have her come in higher and all of a sudden some kind of conflict there. I'd rather have her tell you what it cost her and her time.
Yeah.
So what she quoted me might vary from person to person depending on lots of things. That's how art goes. Depending on art supplies, time, lighting, scheduling, all kinds of stuff, prices can vary, you know?
Agreed. But like, yeah, but you say you got a few things.
Yes. I want to do a show and tell. Let me go grab those items. Real
He
quick.
has a show and tell from his trip experience, and I have a show and tell for what I went and did. And we'll get to that after Hatter's finish telling his tale of his adventure. And
actually, funny enough that the Wasteland is getting a tarot deck, like, built. That's actually not the first time. With the quarantine going on right now, there's a lot of groups and people that are designing their own tarot decks. I bought one that's a pure wrestling tarot card deck, where it's like a bunch of different wrestlers, and it was I bought one, obviously. And then there's a cat group I'm in, where they're building a tarot deck based off of like a bunch of famous cats.
Yep.
So that seems to be a thing going around right now, which
I like the idea.
I like the idea. There's like, there's a whole bunch of artists that go in on it. It gives them something to do. A lot of them are donating to charities. The wrestling one I bought, each card was commissioned by a different artist, and once the artists were paid off for their labor and their effort, all the money went towards LGBTQ Alphabet Mafia charities.
Nice, I like that.
As I'm using the term.
Yep.
If you don't know Alphabet Mafia, it's an amazing one. I like it. Yeah, lots of tarot stuff. It's amazing. I'm still getting used to my deck.
Oh yeah, like there's like so many things going on again. Like earlier, if you were on the event page, and like I've been trying to invite as many people as I could, but lately Facebook's been kind of complicated with me trying to send invites to people. It's only been letting me limit to 50 people, and I usually invite
more.
Yeah, a lot more than that. So the fact that I can't invite and get people notified that when our next show is and what we are going to try to talk about, it's kind of frustrating. And it looks like Hatter's back for his what he got.
So I only bought a couple small items. A lot of the artwork was for sale, but a lot of it was just out of my budget range. Just on a personal note, I'm saving up to build myself a new desktop, and I was at this art show and was like, oh man, some of this stuff is really cool, I really want to buy it. And then I was like, oh wait, that comes out of my desktop fund.
Priorities.
I need to build myself a new computer. My computer's like 5 years old and having some issues. So anyway, the art show itself was the Beyond Rust and Dust. It's going to be reversed in the camera there, I guess.
Does it look? It looks fine in the camera to me.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, it is right. I don't know. My brain's going nuts. Anyway, Beyond Rust and Dust. It's actually already done, though. They were on a limited time frame, and they had to do this kind of invite-only type of thing because of COVID. And so you could only go on a night that you were invited to go, in a sense. You could request to be invited, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually already done. But the things I did pick up, because they did have a merch booth, and their merch booth had some less expensive items. So I picked up this little kind of wind chime, kind of hanging item, and you'll notice it has a jar of dirt, which is dirt from Wasteland.
Yeah.
And it's got a bottle cap at the bottom that's all rusted and beat up, and then it's got like a rock. And I think the rock is also from Wasteland. I think it's also from the property.
Wasteland rock.
It's a little bit of home.
So it's a little bit of home, and it hangs, and so that's pretty cool. This was $12, so pretty affordable.
Do you know where you're going to put it yet?
Right now, I've just kind of got it hanging in my room, just on a thumbtack. But I might do something more with it eventually, especially if I want to bring it and put it like on my camp.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I don't know just yet everything I'll do with it, but that'll come to me in time. And then the other thing I bought was this pack of stickers. So this was actually like $10 for 4 stickers. I actually bought it. They had these stickers laid out like on a display, on top of like a wooden box. And inside the box, you open up the box and you just grab a pack. And so I thought I was buying just this sticker, and I was like, that's worth $10 to me. I want to support them.
Yeah.
I want to give back some funds to the money that they spent to do this show. It's a gas mask on kind of a rusted background. So I was like, cool, I'll buy just that sticker. Well, then I find out when I'm buying it, like, oh yeah, it's the full 4-pack. So all 4 stickers that were on the box on display, no matter which pack you bought, you got all of them. No matter which one was showing on the front of the pack. So we have this one, which is, obviously a, cow skull or some other animal like that with a bunch of, symbols or runes or whatever you might want to call them drawn on it. We have magic mushrooms, very appropriate for the Hatter.
Yep.
And then we have this, like, large cat skull. So this would be like, I don't know, a skull from like a cougar or a mountain lion or something.
I like
you
it.
can tell by the big fangs and stuff. It's a
Yeah.
cat skull.
Yeah.
So, those are the items I got. Like I said, I got some relatively expensive stuff. Mimsy actually bought a cow skull that was decorated with some kind of dangly beads and bottle caps and cool stuff like that. Like I said, I didn't quite have the budget for that, so I bought some smaller items. But I mean, if you get an opportunity to do something like that, and of course they're operating on a small budget, and you can kind of throw them a little bit of cash, I think it's always important and get something cool for yourself to remember the event.
Yeah.
I have a number of things, costume, accoutrement, stickers, patches, everything all over my outfit. A lot of it was bought right at Wasteland or from a Wastelander. And that kind of adds just a little bit of aesthetic, because a lot of us like our costumes to be very custom, very unique to you. You don't necessarily want to buy if Wasteland had a uniform, would you buy it? Probably not. I'm not that type of person. But if you want to buy a patch to add to your coat that kind of fits the aesthetic, then yeah. And so little things like that go back to the vendors and help them support and come out every year and keep making rad stuff. So I like this I got my little piece of home with my Wasteland dirt and rock and a bottle cap. And they had some other ones that were more almost like wind chimes, but they were a little more expensive. So this is what I got. I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty
It looks
excited about
fucking
it.
cool.
Yeah.
It looks very cool.
I definitely want to try to check that out next time they ever do another one.
Hopefully the women who are involved with Samoda are all artists, and when I say that, obviously lots of Wastelanders are artists. This particular group of women a lot of them are professional artists, graphic designers, stuff like that, went to school for art, all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm willing to bet that if they get another opportunity to do it again in a couple months or a year from now, that they will jump at that opportunity, because they were really excited to show off that space. And then, like I said, the biggest thing for me was walking into the space and just seeing all the Wasteland stuff displayed, but also seeing what they call their hovel, which is their little shrine hut that they build for their camp. Very much just made me feel like I was in this little piece of Wasteland.
I like it.
And it makes you light up, and it makes you excited, and you could walk inside of it and sit down and just kind of hang out in that space. And it very much kind of transported me right to the desert. I was sitting in there, and I'm sitting there in the hovel, and I'm just like, this is home.
Yeah.
This is what I missed this year. This is what we all missed this year. And it made me, a little sad, but also really happy that they were able to bring that out for us. And so, like, it was their closing night that I got to go to.
What?
What?
I don't know, you two were saying something.
No. continuing.
I was trying to make sure to, I mean, if there was like a comment or anything, I don't
No.
want to keep talking forever. But it was their closing night that I went to, and so at the end of when we got close to closing, one of the artists, Colleen is her real name. I don't know her Wasteland name. I'm sorry, I'm bad with Wasteland names sometimes. I know Gemini was one of the girls, but I don't remember this particular girl's Wasteland name. Anyway, she made a speech thanking people for coming and all this stuff. Did a little toast. And then basically a few of us toasted back like, hey, thank you for creating a space for us to feel a little piece of home, because for a lot of us it really, really made a big difference. Just to get to experience that, and just to get to be around other Wastelanders. Of course, the entire time I've got my mask up, I've got everything applied for COVID safety, and they did our temperature when we walked in the door. I mean, all that stuff. But even with the mask and everything else, like just being around our fellow Wastelanders and just getting to interact with people was such a positive experience in itself. Like, oh my God, people still exist in the world. The only people I ever see are my coworkers, my roommates, and random people I run into in like the grocery store and the laundromat. Like, I don't go anywhere, I don't do anything, and we're all living this way. And so when you're like, oh, my friends, they're here, or people who like what I like, they're here, Some of the people there I knew, some of them I was meeting for the first time. But it was really cool to be in that space and experience that. So, like I said, if you have a similar experience that you got to do this year during quarantine, tell us about it. We'll read out your comments on air, and
let us know if you got to go to something that's Wasteland related that you were able to go. That the COVID restrictions were able to allow. Or it could be just go see a fellow Wasteland friend worked on a project. Let us know, man.
Yeah, it could be a simple backyard barbecue. You got together to fix up a broken part on your camp. You got together to start building items for next year. Whatever it is,
Do you want me to read?
Oh no, because for some reason I have my phone every now and then it will not update the comments. So I'm sorry if I haven't been keeping up with comments. So. Basically, we have
Eric.
Yeah, we got Eric Bowser Socks.
Okay.
Well, and at least 2 members of Samoda have an Etsy.
Yeah.
So that might be a way to look them up.
Yeah.
So, Eric, if you don't mind, put the Etsy link in the comments.
Yeah.
Because I would like to promote them, and if you guys want a chance to support them, even though you've missed the art show, they make incredible art. I mean, I would consider myself kind of an artist. I am not on their level at all. I mean, I build some great stuff, and I work hard, and a lot of us work hard. I looked at their artwork, and I was just like, I could practice every day for the rest of my life, and it would never be this good. I was blown away. And I've seen them at Wasteland, but I haven't had a huge opportunity to spend time in their camp and really admire the artwork. And so to go into this space that was dedicated to it really kind of helped me appreciate a lot of it, and I was just in awe.
Speaking of something that made me awe, you told me that when you were at the artist thing that you've been recognized.
You got noticed.
Yeah, someone was a little celebrity here,
Well, not just me. They recognized the show. They recognize Commodore's DJ work.
Yeah, tell us all about it.
Okay, so I met up, of course. Mimsy has been on our show here. She lives here in Sacramento, so some of you might know who she is. She's a local. She's part of Haven. So her and I went to this together, and so she knows me, obviously. But as soon as I got there, I walked in, and immediately there's the Samoda people at the door. They're greeting everybody as they walk in. And immediately they're like, "Oh, hi, you're the Hatter. You do Wasteland Talk." And I was just like, I was completely caught off guard
Yeah, I would too.
because I'm in this headspace of I'm here to see their artwork. I can don't get me wrong. I can boast and brag and talk myself up with the best of them. I can have an ego. I can be full of myself. I can draw all the attention in the room to me without a problem. But if I'm not in that space where my mind's prepped to do that, I'm completely caught off guard, and I don't know how to respond. And so, as soon as they walk in the door, they're like, "Hey, you're the Hatter! You do Wasteland Talk!" And I'm just like, I have no words. Hi, I like your artwork. And I was like, I didn't know what to say, so...
That's awesome.
And then as I'm walking through, it's not a gigantic space. It was one room, but they've got some dividers and stuff, so you kind of walk around the room and look at the different artwork, and so the different walls and the different dividers, and they hang stuff on the dividers, but it's all one room.
Yeah.
And so you're just kind of walking through slowly. I'm taking pictures. I'm looking at stuff. And as I'm doing that, some of the other guests who are there to see the art come up to me and like, "Hey, you're Hatter!" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so here's the thing. I'm somewhat used to being recognized because being a part of Ghoulcrest, running some other events at Wasteland, like my Top Pet contest, being on a Most Wanted list for years, like I get some of that. This was kind of the first time being recognized for running this, and I didn't really
So
quite
this was
know
like
what to do.
more than once than just one person. Multiple people.
Yes, definitely.
Wow.
Like I said, somebody else came up to me and was like, "Hey, you're Hatter," and like, "Oh, I watch Wasteland Talk," and that was when they were like, "Oh, and I watch, I do the DJ Carney rubbers in your house."
Nice.
And
I like that.
and all of a sudden now, and then they're throwing out compliments because we've talked to you guys about, we've been working on the stage set. Commodore built that. I built the computer. We bought, better camera, better microphone. We've worked on this show, and we talk about that. But to have someone come up to you and go, "Oh man, your show has gotten so much better. You guys have done such cool improvements. I love the new camera and microphone, and the audio is better, and all this stuff." And I'm just like,
Yeah.
thanks. Like I said, I got caught off guard by a lot of this, and I've got like my face is all red, and I'm just like, thanks. So like, and the other thing too is I didn't intend to be the center of attention here. I'm here to look at somebody else's art. I want their artwork to shine to me and speak to me and all that type of stuff. And so when I'm like, and part of me in my head was like, thank you for watching the show. Now, if you don't mind, step that way. I was looking at this piece of art, But you don't want to say that to somebody because obviously they're excited and they're introducing themselves and stuff like that. But I'm just like, you're blocking the view of the art. Can you step that way?
I just find it kind of awesome that like someone like recognized you for something that we're pretty much doing for shits and giggles.
Yeah, something we started doing during quarantine for fun.
The fact that it's been reaching out to people and people are enjoying what they're seeing, like that's awesome. Like,
it's really nice confirmation too, because I make this comment off and on. I do a lot of stuff just because I want to, just because I can. So, for example, like running a Top Hat contest at Wasteland, doing tea parties. It's like, I just want that to exist, so I do it. I don't know if anybody else is going to give a damn or if anybody else is going to enjoy it. I just know I'll enjoy running it. And anytime people are like, "Oh, it was so much fun," I'm like, okay, confirmation. Go ahead.
So we got a couple comments. We got one from Matt Ratter. Yeah, saw some photos. It was amazing art. Wish I could have checked it out. Banjo Kill Zooey is in the house. What's up, Banjo?
Banjo Killzooey, yes!
Also, whoever's
I love that name.
Also, yeah, I know, right? It's like a video game we once played on the Nintendo in the 64.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
And then we also got Specs watching, going, "Oh hey,
Hello.
what's up, Specs?" All right, go ahead. That was basically all the comments right now.
Okay. Okay. I was just waiting to see if there was more. So
No.
yeah, it was really cool to have that kind of confirmation that not only do people watch, but people recognize who we are.
Yeah.
And so to have someone come up to us and tell us, hey, DJ Carney Roberts' show has gotten really better with and I mean the music he plays is consistently good, but the sound and the lighting has gotten better. And the video quality and being on Twitch, not getting cut off and all of that. And we've put a lot of time and effort into a lot of this, so that really meant a lot to me to have someone recognize that.
Sorry, Monty's messaging me right now. Because I was trying to let him know, like, hey, our show's starting. Come check it out. And he's like, I got shitty internet right now. Have a great time, though. And I'm like, yeah, no worries. I'm like, I miss you. And I'm like, I miss you too, Monty.
Well, if anything, the fact that you're being recognized shows that, one, it's reaching out to people, and two, it's like, hey, we appreciate what you're doing, which is nice.
Yes.
Fucking Specs hanging some drywall as you hang out. This is some plywood.
This is our new set.
Yeah, this is the stage. I built this. I made it look like Ghoul
He
Crest.
did that.
We wanted to do a little bit of backstory on the set. We wanted to do a green screen effect with some images from Wasteland. I did a bunch of research. It would cost a lot of money in green screen and a ton of lighting. Mm-hmm. And overall, it wouldn't look great because green screen is better in editing than it is live. So, like, we would move, and you would see that kind of fuzz from the green screen trying to put the picture where our head just moved from and back and forth.
And look back.
It wouldn't look at the way we wanted it to.
Yeah.
Editing, if we were doing a pre-recorded and then putting out the show,
Yeah.
it would probably be fine.
But we like doing this live because we like talking to you guys as we're doing the show.
Exactly. So we decided to move away from the green screen idea, and then Commodore wanted to build this set, and I think it turned out brilliant. Go ahead.
So I misread that. Apparently, Specs is the one that's hanging drywall. He's in the forge. Nice. But yeah, like, this seemed like a little cheaper route, even though it wasn't that cheap. It was a big good cost. Like, lucky I had a good chunk of stuff already, like a lot of the decor things. The most expensive part was pretty much the wood itself.
Yeah. And the stain, and
the stain was actually pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I only needed like one like yay can and a paintbrush, and just I had a field day with it.
You did.
And then
And we're still looking for. We want to do one more. We want to do a big Wasteland Talk sign here.
yeah.
We're talking to some people about having that something really cool made.
I will pay commission for anyone who's willing to work on the cool hard structure sign
Something that fits the aesthetic
of Ghoul Crest.
of Ghoul Crest, but also says Wasteland Talk, and maybe even incorporates Volt 42, which is the nickname for our apartment.
Yeah.
And that's what we call our apartment, is Volt 42.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and of course Fallout references.
Yes.
So great combo. Some of our favorites.
But yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. Like,
It turned out good.
Yeah, it's a lot of muscle work to put it up and tear it down, but it's worth it in the end. Like, I fucking love it.
Yeah, the really cool thing is that Commodore built it in such a way that it's collapsible and can be stored.
Yeah.
And so, because we do all this in our living room, so we like to use our living room the rest of the time. So we have to tear everything down every time. And so the fact that this is collapsible is really cool.
Yeah, Specs also, I think he's probably responding to the sign idea as like 3D
Yeah.
metal art of some sort. That would be fucking okay.
That would be rad. We need somebody who knows a little bit more what they're doing and also has the space to build it, because our apartment is limited in what we can construct here.
There's something like that will fit this size, be able to hang off of like plywood wall.
Yeah.
Not like, because I don't want to be
Something
too
light
heavy
and
to where
easy.
like a nail or screw can't hold it and it just falls and breaks all our fucking shit on the table right here.
Or it pulls the wall forward
Yeah.
Because this wall is standing on its own. It's standing because it's folded.
Yeah.
So there's no extra support.
Yeah, this is not flat. It's like horseshoe shape, technically.
Yeah, exactly. So we would need something that, is not going to pull any too much weight. So yeah, it's got to be light.
Well, yeah.
But definitely, rusted art, rusted metal, some kind of 3D kind of stamp or print in it would be great. Says Wasteland Talk, Volt 42, something along those lines. A little bit of lighting on it would be cool too, so it could be seen on camera.
So something less than 30 pounds.
Yeah,
a lot less than that. Because I was thinking maybe just like a flat sheet metal sign, or like something like in a Ghoul Crest style portrait frame painting, or of some sort,
like an old Hollywood portrait painting, like an old movie poster would be kind of cool.
Just me in a Madonna dress going.
You from doing drag in the Marilyn Monroe pose where it's blowing up the fucking skirt from the side.
Just have a fucking centerfold of Ophelia Uranus just like right there.
There you go. And she can be doing like Vanna White towards the Wasteland Talk sign.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yes. These are the kinds of ideas we come
So we got some more. We got Scary Larry goes plasma cut rusty metal wasteland sign with LED lights behind it. No, not really nothing LED lights. This is as far as light we're gonna go with. This is on.
Well, like dim LEDs would be fine so that you can read it. But nothing nearly as bright as our on-air sign.
Specs goes like me, makes something because I work at a steel yard with some stamp letters.
So if you're interested in making us something, Specs, message us.
Yeah, anybody really.
We can talk.
Talk shop.
Talk shop. Talk price. Specs, I know you're in Arizona. We can work out how you would ship it to us, all that type of stuff. So yeah, if you're willing to build us something, we're interested. I need someone who knows how to work metal better than I do because I don't know really anything.
Exodus is going. So y'all need a neon sign that says "So long" and "Thanks for all the fish."
Yes, that would be great because that's Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's Hitchhiker's, but like the closest
not sure about the neon signs.
We got closest for Hitchhiker's really got going is just basically the number 42 for the vault number.
Yeah, I just always like the.
It's don't get me wrong, I love the book. I love the movie and whatnot.
The movie was cool.
But I always like just the number 42 as the answer to the meaning of life, the universe, and everything is 42. I just always like that reference. So that's why we went with Volt 42. So and we use it on a bunch of stuff like our Wi-Fi name is Volt 42, things like that.
I was about to say, don't tell our password.
No, not our password. But our Wi-Fi name is, the router is Volt 42, So like we use it on a bunch of stuff. It just kind of became the nickname of our place because we wanted to put a location for things on like the online events, but we're obviously not going to put our address, privacy reasons.
So Matt Ryder is saying, I have a bunch of the metal panels off of the Valdez. I traded for the first year. The Valdez was
the Exxon Valdez, the Valdez, the D's.
Yeah,
the D's. Okay,
dude. That actually sounds pretty boss right now. Have like something that was from fucking Waterworld or some shit.
Yeah. The D's is the original set from Waterworld.
Yeah. So if anyone has plans, we can talk.
Yeah, like fucking hit me up, bro.
Mass coordination.
Yeah, like anyway.
So we have not come up with plans yet, but we can sketch something up. I can sketch. I can do CAD design. So we can definitely come up with something. Let's talk. Definitely.
Specs goes, match pair of daggers or swords or something. Oh, speaking of which, hold on, I'll be right back.
Do you want me to go get it so you don't have to
Yes, go grab our hostage.
Oh.
Yes. We have a hostage.
Yes, we do. Might take a moment.
So
Segment is slightly injured.
But Matt Ryder, if we even don't use it for the fucking Wasteland Talk sign, I would like to have that as something on here in general because having a piece of water on here will be pretty fucking dope. So
a small piece. You don't have to give us the whole thing, obviously.
Yeah.
Keep what you want for yourself.
Maybe hit me up. We'll talk ideas, dude. Like, cause trust me, that sounds because I know like the boats and shit are going to be at Wasteland anymore because they can't really survive another one, unfortunately. Which
Well, they actually tore them down, too.
Yeah. So it's kind of too late to go back.
But Captain Crunch, Paul C. Miller, did keep several pieces himself also. So he was saying that he's going to end up probably building, I don't know, a sign or something to tribute the D's that will house the pieces that he kept that will always be able to always be at Wasteland.
So here's our hostage. This is the Captain Emery's sword that he had here when we did our Worlds Collide episode with Tortuga, and we got because of course we were drinking like pirates that night, but near the end it doesn't even matter because we all passed out, and when he left, he kind of left his sword here.
Yeah, he left a bunch of stuff here, and he picked up a lot of it, but he still forgot the sword.
Yeah, he had his bandana tucked in here. He said he left his skull smoke pipe, but we have not seen that. But yeah, so like this, here's the hostage. So he's gonna go right here. Probably just tie him up in the back, ball gag him. I don't know.
We will be holding it for ransom.
Yes.
And the ransom is a pirate's booty.
Yes, we want to have the pirate's booty in our hands. So
interpret that as you will.
Mad Rider says I am planning to get in a signed photo of the Deacon and making a dude. That sounds fucking sick. I'm actually a fan of that actor. Like he's been like a bunch of other shit. He's been like in Land of the Dead. He's been in fucking the second Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. And like the character, the Deacon, is a fucking amazing villain too. Like, dude, that's fucking cool, dude. Jared's watching because that's Jared's Emery's roommate. He's like,
yeah.
He's playing video games.
Tell him we have his sword.
Yes.
And we want to talk our demands.
Yes. We have a list of demands.
And all of us have to be appeased.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thankfully, I'm pretty cheap. I mean, hi. Hey, beer costs more than soda.
True. True.
And alcohol.
I'll take payment in weed.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
Emery's always got plenty of green. I'll take some payment in that. Yeah. He's got some good green too. He knows his stuff.
So we have cash, grass, and apparently I can get an ass.
There we go. We got the whole thing.
Yes.
Yep.
So do you have any more things you want to talk about when you're at the art thing?
Not right off the top of my head. It will come to me, I'm sure.
All right.
Okay.
Then
yeah, go ahead with your stuff.
Yeah.
Let's switch to ours.
So yeah, my turn for my little trip. That's Wasteland related. So I've been in talks with a fellow Wastelander known as the Grotch, who runs the Cult to Cat Meats.
Hail cat meat.
Hellcat meat.
So I basically found out that they are a tattoo artist, and I wanted to see if there was a situation where they can do a tattoo for me. We were able to meet those circumstances.
Yeah, they wanted.
I'll probably leave that as is, just in case.
Yeah, they wanted to make sure we met safety requirements. We'll say it that way.
All safety
COVID
precautions
safety
were taken care of.
Yeah. And all COVID safety requirements were taken. Hell, I probably haven't announced this yet, but I got my first dose of the vaccine.
Yes.
Yay.
So, and I get my second dose here coming up here soon.
He gets to become a Bill Gates zombie.
So we have a comment from...
Yeah. Apparently Emery wants to know our demands and wants to know how to call into the show. You'll have to FaceTime the Hatter over here.
Yeah, you can just call my phone over Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
Eventually, we do want to have a better setup for people calling in, but we're not quite there yet.
Yeah. But anyway, back to my story. So it started off as just wanting a tattoo. But we managed to time it to where we could I could show up during a time they're doing one of their Wasteland shows, because I'm pretty sure most of you are aware we're not the only fuckers who do a fucking Wasteland show online.
Yes.
Like, we have, of course, Thirsty Thursdays by the Cult Academy, who do usually Cards Against Wasteland. We have Makeshifts, Apocalypse Post, which is now doing a podcast, which is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
We got fucking Marky Makeup's fucking Twitch show. Oh, not Twitch. Instagram show. Like, he does multiple things, and it's pretty.
Yeah, he does like costume prop building, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, among other things, but
Yeah, and there's just like bunch of others, and like I fucking love it that Wastelanders are just trying to find a way to reach out and stay connected during these rough times.
right. It's like we've created our own little communication network.
Yeah.
Welcome to Wasteland Channel. All Wasteland all the time.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So yeah, so we managed to do a time where I can go on their show, but like we didn't really do the Cards Against Wasteland. We were trying to do like a little crossover hybrid show, Wasteland Talk and Thirsty Thursdays. Hold on,
Yes.
got a couple of comments apparently. Suck Dennis Hopper, the Deacon is dead, says, fuck you. Mad Ratter goes, First Dose Brothers, yeah! First Dose Brothers.
Right. I'm waiting for mine. I'm excited. I
Yep.
want it.
Yeah, the vaccines are coming.
Right.
So anyways,
I'm not in one of the more priority groups.
so we took a
So,
little inspiration off of Captain Stranded's show that he used to do. He hasn't done it in so long, and we miss him doing it. We hope he can find the time during his schedule to where he can do it again. He did a cocktail hour, which we all love and adore because he makes amazing drinks.
Yes, he is a very talented bartender,
Yep.
including like, what's the best way to put it? Dead cocktail recipes where he'll buy antique books and he'll look up cocktails from the original. Why am I drawing a blank?
Right.
From the original Prohibition era.
yeah,
And he'll make them.
Like, I love that. Like,
So cocktails that you can't even order in a bar now because nobody's made them in 80 years.
yeah, like,
He
seriously.
will buy antique books just to look those up. Really cool stuff.
Oh yeah, and I love it because I had the honor to try some of these when I visited him long ago, and like he's pretty good. Like, I love these like Prohibition drinks. Like, they're so creative and shit. And like, he does other things. Like, he did like a thing about tiki drinks. He did a show of nothing but virgin drinks, so people who don't drink alcohol can drink these, so they can get an idea what the cocktail is supposed to taste like.
And the funny part about the Virgin episode too was that he was taking shots while like
Yeah.
while Corporal Punishment was drinking the Virgin drinks because she's sober. So he was basically pouring, in a sense, the equivalent of alcohol that would have been in the drink into a shot glass and doing the shot and chasing it with a little bit of the Virgin drink. So he still got really messed up. It was a really good
So
show.
either way, it doesn't matter what kind of show Captain was on. He still gets drunk.
Yes, exactly.
But we love him for that. And even when he's drunk, he's just as amazing person and a cocktail maker as ever. Anyway, so we did something inspired by that, and we made a contest of it. Where people brought in original cocktail designs by themselves. They gave us a list of ingredients. Some were even generous enough to donate to the cock to help us get the type of ingredients we need that aren't cheap or hard to come by.
Yeah, some of these people were, very precise, of course.
Some of them were precise, and some people were really just, here you go.
What's in it? This. Well, how do you make it?
Yeah, so we'll get to that when we get to that. So yeah, we get there. And oh my god, it's just amazing to see fellow Wastelanders. Like, this is actually one of the first rare times where I actually get to hang out with both Grotch and Hepsi, because like every time I got to see Grotch, it was only at Wasteland Weekend, and when it was just when they were visiting Ghoulcrest, and they were just hanging out with everybody, and like didn't really have a full conversation with them at the time. We know about each other's existence, and we have a little 2 cents to throw at each other's conversations here and there. That's about it.
And often when we're in Google Crest, myself and Commodore, we're pretty busy.
Yeah.
Because we also work there in a sense.
And like and like it's just like during the pandemic, everybody's been like reaching out to like fellow Wastelanders, and me and Garage were those people who reach out to each other, and like we got to know each other and like got to hang out with them. Like I had a pretty good experience bonding with them, and they're cool people in my book.
Yep.
And lovely place. They're like a stone's throw from Wasteland Weekend, so they're still in that desert element.
That's always nice. I miss living in the desert.
Yeah.
So I
lived in the desert a long time.
So I get that beautiful view of the desert with the hills and the stars when it's night and whatnot, and it's fucking amazing. And I get there the day before we do the show, and like we're drinking, we're doing our shit and whatnot. We're binge watching random things, and like I showed him some of the cocktails I make. I showed him the Kinky Teeny. I showed him my Captain inspired Bloody Mary, and whatnot. And then
what did they think of the Captain's Bloody?
Oh, they fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They liked the fact that what I used and what I brought, like with Jen's asparagus.
Nice.
Love that, and the fact that I used the garlic stuff olives.
Oh, that's
especially since the Garage loves fucking green olives.
Okay.
So I put a little extra in there. We used mason jars, by the way, too, just like Captain.
Make it authentic. Make it real.
Well, it's not full. To me, in my book, it's not fully effective. Authentic. There we go. Unless Captain actually does it.
True.
It's close enough.
True.
You got a Commodore Bloody Mary. There you go. We got a couple comments. So it'd be nice to see that show again. Yes, like you can find the show on the Cat Meat's the Cult of Cat Meat's Facebook page. Just look up Cat Meat, and it's like right there. Religious group, public figure. That's like the little details it has on it.
And subscribe to their Facebook.
Yeah.
And then you'll get notified whenever they do a show.
I think that was in reference to Captain's like cocktail hour thing. So
yeah, it would be great. I don't know what Captain's been up to, but yeah, it'd be great if he did that again.
He's been busy. Like he got engaged. He did a road trip with a couple of fellow Wastelander friends. Off-road.
He's been building several vehicles.
And he's building a new home within his property for him and his now fiancée to live in.
Yeah, and he's, if you guys know who Captain is, like, he's a car guy. He can build amazing vehicles. So he runs a side business where he builds custom vehicles.
Nevermore Garage
at his home. So he's been picking up some decent side jobs building cars. So he's been busy with a lot of that, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And if you follow Nevermore Garage on Instagram, he'll post updates on whatever vehicle he's working on and everything. And it's really cool to see his work.
And I'm not sure if he fully sold this yet, but every time I go to this place, he has like this old school style, like British taxi cab.
The London cab.
Like if I had
that thing.
Seriously, if I had a driver's license and the money, I probably would have bought it off him. But I think someone already beat me to the punch, and that's my own fault.
We sat in there remember we went up there one time and the three of us sat in it.
We had some authentic Captain Bloody Marys, and we actually we were smoking cigars too.
Yeah, there's some pictures, and we're smoking cigars and drinking in the back of this London taxi cab.
Scotty also asked, does he also work on bikes? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I actually never seen him work on a bike. He's more into like classical cars.
He definitely has the capability. I mean, he built a go-kart would be the best way to describe it for Wasteland, and he's built some other stuff, so he has the knowledge, but they're not his primary focus.
No. So,
but if you wanted to commission him, he might be willing to. Hit him up.
So back to the cock.
Yes.
Yes. Stay focused on the cock.
It's day of. We're getting all shit set up. Me and Hep C were setting up the room and whatnot, and they had like a fucking nice looking little corner bar.
Mm-hmm. That was nice.
apparently they got it like at a flea market for a very affordable price, and I got kind of jelly because like, man, I wish I could just go to the flea market and get like a little corner bar. I would love to have a fucking bar here, but
we don't really have the space.
We don't.
Maybe
Eventually, we will. You will
yes,
get your bar.
I'm not saying here, but like once we ever move out of this place, when we get the space for it, I'll love to put like a little mini bar of some sort.
Oh
Of
yeah,
course.
it'd be great.
And then, we got fucking Mooney watching going, howdy.
It'd be cool to have a couple different backdrops in a sense, like the bar and like this.
Oh shit, I'll have it connected to the stage 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can for different shows focus the camera on different areas if it's not quite a wide enough shot, or get an even wider camera or different cameras. We can figure it out.
You know, hire a cameraman.
Oh God.
Hiring would be difficult. Did it take
Or
payment in
volunteering
photo
a cameraman.
I don't know what you're looking over here for. I do a lot back here as it is.
So anyways, so we're getting all things set up, and like little did I know, because I was not advancedly told this, but like I was 100% all for it regardless. Yes. Basically, we were trying to make it look like the Wasteland talk show. So they had me draw the little shitty cardboard handwriting design that I like doing, and then the Grotch decided to cosplay as my co-host here.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Grotch cosplayed as the Hatter, and let me tell you, as far as like spoof, it was amazing.
Oh my god, like it was so bad.
From the point of like having a Ghoul Crest tag on the hat, but misspelled.
Yeah, it was
on purpose, of course.
It was Ghoul Christ, and it was like Gool Christ.
Yes.
Instead of like the useless goggles you have on your hat, like the Grotch just put fucking a gas mask on it because it's just as worthless having it on your hat, and then even narrowed it down to the point where like the Grotch had a bandana under your hat, under the hat. Like you do.
Yeah.
And like very much dressed up like a freaking hobo and dirty up their face. Like
had the tie and the fingerless gloves.
We were missing a few things because we were like, oh, he also wears a scarf. He has these rope dangly things around his shoulder.
We did the best with what we could.
But we also, like, the Grotch had a fucking sash of all these random pins, and we made it to where, like, we strapped it around like a Boy Scout because he's a Boy Scout.
Yeah, I was a Boy Scout. These are actually, someone would have to give me the exact name, but they're basically braids that they use for the military. Mm-hmm. I was gifted them from somebody who had served and didn't really have a use for them anymore. I wanted this. My outfit is meant in many ways to kind of honor military, but I didn't want to do a direct military uniform because that gets into like stolen valor type territory. My family has a long history of serving in the military. I wanted to honor that, and so that's why I've got kind of a military looking jacket, but it's not. It's very much like if you were trying to recreate a military uniform in the apocalypse based on photographs. That's what this is meant to be.
Plus, if I remember, like, a lot of the, like, that times where the whole hobo thing came around, a lot of guys just went straight into the military.
Yes.
So they'd come out and be like, well, this is all I've got.
Yeah, there's a big, and it's a genuine problem, of like homeless vets.
Yeah.
And even going as far back as World War I, when you would have had your early hobos, you would have the vets that were hobos. Mm-hmm. So it kind of honors a lot of that stuff. So these are genuine like military braids, but there's another name for them that somebody who served would know.
Yeah.
But to honor both my grandfathers who served and a lot of my other family that served, I kind of have this little tribute to that, you know?
That's nice, dude.
So, yeah, like I said, I went out of my way to make... I wanted that formal look, and I wanted it to have... That's where I've got the badges, I mean, they're all Wasteland related, but I've got the badges, and it looks very military uniform,
Yeah.
you know? Without being a
Military.
direct stolen
Yeah.
military uniform, you know?
But yeah, like, we worked with what we
We did
got,
good.
and it looked pretty damn fucking good.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to watch the show live. I worked nights, and I was working basically until after the show was done
Yeah.
streaming. So I watched it last night after work, and it was great. It was great.
Before we went live, the Grotch was all like, "Is he gonna like this? Is he gonna get pissed off? Like, is this all right?" And I was talking to the Grotch, and I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna love this. He likes
gonna be
this.
amazing.
He likes this kind of shit."
There's nothing wrong with roasting your friends, all in good fun, all in good humor.
Oh, and it was amazing. It was so fun. And then it gets better.
Yes.
Because, of course, we have Commodore and Hatter, but we need the Grotch.
Yeah.
Here comes...
Yeah, because it's their show.
Yeah, here,
At their house or
here
whatever.
comes
Yeah.
Hemp Z dressed as the Grotch.
Oh.
And, oh, mwah,
It was beautiful.
fucking gothic S&M fucking wasteland creature, and wearing the Grotch's wig, wearing the makeup, the fucking...
The nipple tape.
The nipple, the electric nipple tape.
Yeah, the bondage, straps made like the
even had-
pentagram star.
It was an Ankh.
Oh, okay.
It was an Ankh.
Okay.
Oh, that's what
there
that
you go.
was.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fucking...
It was amazing.
It was amazing. So like, we start the show acting like, "Hey, welcome to Wasteland Pod," like every other fucking time we do this shit. And then like, it was amazing because basically we were just basically poking fun as Grotch as the Hatter, poking fun as Hemp Z as the Grotch. Even the actual Grotch poked fun at the Hemp Z as the Grotch. So that was interesting.
Dollar store Grotch.
Dollar store
Yeah,
Grotch,
yeah.
Valley Girl Grotch.
Yeah, because like for some reason Hemp Z made the Grotch sound like a damn Valley Girl.
Yep.
And like,
Hello, Wash.
but just let's just talking of like just like roasting a bunch of other shit about the Grotch. I was like, okay, so it's gonna be this kind of fucking show.
Damn.
I was here just to fucking make drinks, but apparently it's gonna be a roast all in the same. All right, I'm
Yep.
down. And then we even did a little fucking fanfic between apparently the both of us.
Yeah.
'Cause, it threw me off for a sec. I will admit that, because the Grotch is the one that just did it out of nowhere, and
Apparently, the Grotch wants to see us do some beard tickling.
yeah,
Woo-hoo!
yeah. So like they're all just like, "Commodore, I've always liked you. I always loved you, and like this and that." And then I'm just like, wait, what?
What?
And mind you, I was drinking a bunch of fucking cocktails all at the end. We already pre-gamed beforehand.
Yeah, you guys made a total of 9 cocktails.
More or less.
Yeah,
And
and then whatever
Not the
gaming,
official,
whatever
and then
other
the
drink.
remake.
Yeah,
and a
we
couple
also
of them.
came back to a couple other ones. And
Yeah,
like
you
I said,
revisited
and like I
it.
said, we pre-gamed beforehand.
Yep.
If you watched it, by the time they got to the second stream, they were all drunk.
Yes.
They were fun.
Oh, we were all sloshed.
It was great. It was fun to watch for sure.
It
I
was
just
fun
wish
to-
I'd gotten to see it live, but I had to work.
It was
So-
fun
Oh.
to be there.
Yeah, like we had a cocktail made by the Major, Von Fury, fucking Moss Man.
Yeah, that was
Fuck
interesting.
Moss Man.
To have a cocktail made by Major, because Major is not our bartender at Ghoulcrest, but I mean he does like cocktails for sure.
And he
so,
can make a good fucking drink.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like-
Like I've only had I think maybe 1 or 2 drinks by Major, but I've never been disappointed.
Yeah.
You know?
And like Major's cocktail made it to the fucking finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I really thought he was going to win, but fucking Makeshift came out of nowhere with this random fucking drink that had jalapenos in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is actually a pretty
Roasted
nice...
jalapeno.
Roasted jalapeno, yeah.
You
but-
fancy motherfucker,
right?
Makeshift.
And like, it's that type of spice I have not tasted since because I usually the only spicy cocktails I have is a fucking Bloody Mary, but it was a Molotov Molly.
Yeah.
And it was really fucking good. And he ended up being the winner And well, we got some comments.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Mad Rider goes out of his way to avoid not wearing anything he didn't earn.
The military stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. Like I said, I didn't want to do any Stolen Valor, but I did want to do something to honor. I was going to make my own braids out of like paracord, and then when a Wastelander who had served offered me his, I was like, I'll wear them because you gave them to me.
So Captain Emery apparently chickened out. He's too busy playing video games. Get off your fucking Sega, and we got some important shit. Unless we can just keep this as a decor for Vault 42 over here. I mean,
I'm gonna use it for s'mores.
Right? You might want it back.
I can totally use this to cut up my sandwiches.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. And I got to meet the Lord. Cat, like.
Yeah, we actually got to meet the fucking cat that the whole cult is based on.
Oh my goodness, he's adorable.
A lot bigger than I thought. But
So just a little bit of background for those who don't know. The Cult of Cat Meat is literally what it sounds like. Back in, I think it's 2017, Grotch's first year, they found a stray kitten in the desert somewhere near Wasteland that basically probably would have died because it was stranded in the middle of nowhere, no food, no water.
not in its habitat.
Yeah, not in its habitat, no resources, nothing. So Grotch rescued this kitten, and the Cult of Cat Meat is built around this kitten, or this full-grown cat now.
It got fucking big.
He's a baby.
And, it's a cool cat. I mean, all black, loud meows.
Yeah, if you watched the video, you heard him, like,
he's been on
scratching
camera.
and clawing, and I dragged him on camera, as I tend to do with cats around me.
And they also have this big puppy called Nandor. I'm pretty sure for those who watch the cop are aware of Nandor.
Oh my god, Nandor.
He's a fucking adorable. Like, he's like a big, giant fucking
He's a pup.
German Shepherd who thinks he's like a newborn puppy. So he's like
All
trying to be
over
your
the
lap dog,
place.
trying to play with me, jump on everything, chew on everything, and he is just so happy to see you and happy to be around the area.
And if you're not used to dogs like I am, it's that like, oh god, what's it doing? What's it doing? Oh, okay. I need the Lord here.
So, I actually like that idea. Mad Rider goes, just use a sword to clean your fingernails. That's typically what I use mine for. I would if I actually had fingernails to clean.
Toe knife.
Oh.
Makes me think of Always Sunny, because I've been rewatching that series, because they're supposed to be doing the next season soon.
It's still going?
They're going to do a season 15. They're recording it.
Wow.
15 seasons.
On a side note, because it's one of my favorite shows.
Oh, I love that fucking show.
Several of the cast members have been taking pictures in front of the building that they use for the bar, at least the outside shots.
Okay. Yeah.
And basically promoting, hey, we're in the process of filming season 15. So I've been rewatching the series just because I love it and I want to catch up and refresh my memory of where they are. So one of the running gags is what they call the toe knife. And it's a knife that they use to clean their fingernails and their toenails. And so when you said use the sword, I was like, toe knife! Tangent brain!
It's okay. But he was cute. I got to pick him up and cuddle him.
Yes,
and that was one of my main goals of going, because I am the cat lady. And being off stage while this entire thing is going on, I was the only sober person in the room.
Because you're straight edge.
Because I'm straight edge. And again, if he ever sees this, fuck you, Moss Man, for pushing me to try that fucking drink.
Because they made it straight edge, but they wouldn't mind having a sip of a drink just to try it out, see what it's like.
Yeah, the citrus bomb was my favorite.
Yeah, but fucking Mossman made a fucking concoction. I don't mind it.
Was that the all rum all the time?
No, that's fucking Axel's fucking.
That's Axel's bullshit.
Crazy fucking psycho ass.
All rum all the time.
No, but
4 types of rum.
But no, basically we had it was the honey.
Yeah.
They have the
Okay,
homemade fireball, which I love.
That's right,
I
okay.
love whiskey. I love fire. It's really. And I actually fucking warned you multiple times.
I
This
know!
is spicy. Don't try it.
He kept, no, Figment needs to try it. Figment should try it. Figment should try it. Figment should try it.
Then you
I'm
tell
not
him to go
listening
fuck
to
off.
him again.
You tell him to fuck off.
No. Oh my god.
Tell him to suck your dick. I don't
Alright,
know.
next time I'm going to.
Right?
Okay. No, but so Figment
Just
learned.
go up in front of the camera and be like,
Yes.
Yeah, tell him to suck it.
suck it.
So yeah, Figment learned the hard way. Ended up trying it, and he's like, "Yeah,
I
I'm
legit
dying."
just stuck my tongue in, like the tip of my tongue in it, just to try it. And I'm like sitting there, like, oh my god, this is horrible.
So we got Jared going. I'm actually trying to be good. I was at about 14 shots a day before, and now I'm down to 8. Cheating tonight though because I hit my quota earlier before the show. Well, you should have fucking not pregame and just started drinking when the show starts.
But good for dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for cutting back. If your goal is to cut back, then yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, I drink beer.
Yeah.
A big reason is because beer will fill you up before it'll get you drunk.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like, so
You
like,
know?
yeah. So we talked about the drinks I liked there, but the drinks I didn't like, and
Okay.
like it wasn't just me; it was like everyone else except for Hemp Grotch, because Grotch was pretty much just
Pepsi
drinking.
Grotch, yeah.
It was drinking everything, including the drinks we
Such
didn't.
a lush.
Especially drinking the things we didn't finish.
Yeah.
Hemp Z Grotch got, as we call it, the Wish Grotch, or the
Dollar store
Tree
Grotch.
Dollar Store Grotch, got fucking thrashed. Well,
Oh.
it makes sense because they were trying to drink us under the table, but we're just like, this is a contest,
This isn't. We're not trying.
Well, in other
put
ways,
each other down.
I think it was something that like this is what Grotch would do, and was trying to be the Grotch, and
Trying to cosplay Grotch.
it's kind of believable.
Yes,
It's believable. I believe this is something Grotch would do.
Right.
And like it kept, Hempsey kept fucking with Hatter Grotch, kept tying the back of the bandana to the fucking chair, and he was like, "I'm just such a little prankster.
I'm an incorrigible
I'm
prankster.
incorrigible."
Yeah.
And was doing that throughout the fucking night, and like seriously, there was multiple times where both like Grotch and Hempsey were just like, there was part in the fucking show where I actually broke.
Yeah.
Because like it was just too much. I was laughing too fucking hard. And,
It was, the show was amazing.
So I want to mention something about my
They got
my
drunk.
bandana for people who might wonder why I wear a bandana. Well, first of all, I'm not bald.
No.
no, he's far
Just so
from
you
it.
guys know,
He's
I
got hair.
have long hair, full hair, but I'm a genuine hat collector. I've been collecting since I was a teenager. Sweat will end up eventually deteriorating the inside of a hat. So if you want to, I've worn this hat for Wasteland for 10 years now. And the reason it's still in such good condition is because I protect it from the sweat from my head. And so the bandana helps that. So if you want to get into fancy hats and you end up spending a bunch of money on them, think ahead and wear something like a bandana.
That's actually pretty fucking smart. We actually have a few things on here. One,
Okay.
Clive is watching.
Oh shit!
Who is a member of what the fuck?
A member of Cold Cat Meat,
Yeah,
yeah.
member of the cock.
Yeah, and has been on their
Their show. a lot.
Thirsty Purrs days.
Yeah, and like sadly, I did not have the honor meeting you this week. Which I see you on the show. You fucking
You're cool.
look cool. Wouldn't mind be able to hang out with you, maybe have a drink with you, but like maybe another time.
Yes.
But we also have other comments. We got Grant going, "Open the clubs now, motherfuckers," and like it doesn't work like that.
We wish. We want them open just as
It's-
bad as you do.
It's
Trust me.
it's still being processed. Give us time. People are getting vaccinated. We're moving up in tiers, so
We're getting there.
hopefully.
Another month or so.
I will go.
Fingers crossed.
I won't go that close. I'm hoping. I'm
3,
hoping
4.
by the time we're in the summer, we
By summer,
By
that's
summer.
a good. That's a good way to look at it. Yeah, that's probably a more realistic projection.
Yeah.
And then we got Mad Ratter going, seems like we need some AA here, alcohol appreciation.
That's
Yes.
what they're doing.
We got Sawbones,
Yeah, okay.
Michael Sent.
Yeah, Sawbones, yeah.
As a bald guy, bandanas are essential to protect your hat.
Yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Bandanas are great. And I love the fact that Grotch went as far to wear a bandana under their hat. Because that shows, to me, attention to detail. And I've worn, like I said, this is my bandana from when I played paintball. I've owned this bandana since I was like 15.
Yeah.
Since I don't wear it every day, it's stayed in pretty good condition. And then wearing it under the hat helps the hat stay in good condition.
Yeah. And stay in place.
Yeah, and stay in place.
Fucking Christ, dude. Like, fucking Grant over here, he's just like, as a bald dude, I don't give a shit. Like, dude, you've been mouthing off a few times. You okay, bro? You alright, bro?
Listen, you can wear your hats however you want. I'm just saying this is what I do, and if you want to do the same, you know? But it's your hat. If you wear it without a bandana, doesn't bother me at all. Just giving you advice from one hat lover to others.
Yes.
Alright. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. All in all, like, show was fucking amazing. Hanging out with Grotch and Hemp C were fucking amazing. Like, I love being over there. And of course them. They're welcome here on Wasteland Talk and our humble abode anytime they're up in the NorCal area or passing through.
Yes.
Because like they're good people to hang out with.
Yeah, I always enjoy watching their show. Similar to Commodore, because often when I'm in Ghoulcrest, I'm swamped, and you know, to put it simply, I'm the cigar czar. So I'm walking around handing out cigars, giving people a short little like, this is how you light it, this is how you cut it type of thing. So anyway, when I'm in Ghoulcrest, I'm busy. So I've had opportunities to interact with Grotch. But I've probably talked to Grotch more during quarantine than all the years I've known them at Wasteland.
Well, pretty much, admittedly, I talk to a lot of Wastelanders more often in the quarantine because, like,
You need that contact.
yeah, like, but not only that, it's just like at Wasteland Weekend, there's just so many people and there's so many things to do. There's just not really enough time just to like sit and just hang out with everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
And like everyone's got their own thing to do.
Everybody's busy. Everybody's running somewhere to do something.
So it was nice. Like, trust me, like fucking Crotch and fucking Hempsey were fucking cool. We were talking about things that we like and don't like outside of Wasteland, and like it was fucking awesome. And like,
well, yeah, that's something I like about doing this show is like when we get to have like Tucson or Mimsy or we get to go to Vixen's place, like,
which we still need to do here soon, by the way.
Yeah, we need to do another show from there. But having a chance to sit down with other Wastelanders and talk to them and hang out with them outside the event, I really like that this show has given us an excuse, you know? Not that we necessarily needed one, but sometimes just with our own nervousness or anxiety or busy schedules, sometimes you need an excuse to just go and chill with your friends.
Fuck
you know?
Fuck yeah. And like we also got to see a couple other like whether in person or not in person, like fucking Dave DeFord calls us a whole lot. Captain Stranded calls us a whole lot. Major's been calling me a lot lately, and I'm fucking thankful for that because I missed that fucker. Moth Eater was fucking here.
Yeah, Moth Eater was here. That was great. I loved seeing him because I hadn't seen him in forever. Yeah.
Right. And just a bunch of other shit, and we've just been getting contests with a bunch of other people that do shit, like with Jen Alley with her asparagus, and the people who do the fucking beard oils.
Hell, even your hookah, you know, of course, was made by Wastelander.
Yeah, this was made by Wastelander. Fucking Tetanus Shot.
Tetanus Shot is his name. Yeah.
Her name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Her name.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Her name.
My mistake.
It happens. And then just like fucking a bunch of other things like fucking Nova from all the way from fucking Montana, and then like with Grotch and Nova competing and fucking being cover magazine people.
Yeah.
and like trying to vote for them. And I was trying my best to vote for them every time, and they came so fucking close.
Those
And
contests were a bit bizarre though, because you could pay to win.
Yeah.
you
And I don't like
could.
those.
You could, but like for me, like
I mean, we of course collectively a bunch of people voted for Grotch and Nova, but because they had this option where you could pay $1 and buy a vote
for extra votes.
for extra votes.
Yeah.
So in theory, that means you can buy 10,000 votes if collectively enough people spend enough money.
And that's one of the ways how Grotch lost, because
And that's how Nova lost too.
Grotch,
yeah.
they had a competitor who had someone pay literally like $100 worth of fucking votes, and
Yeah.
Damn.
and just got fucking booted all the way to first place, and it was bullshit.
Yeah, Nova said the same thing. So I was really excited that they both were in those contests. I just think it sucks that people were able to buy their way to a win.
Yeah.
You know?
But I have a comment and I have some show and tell. Nice. We have Mad Ratter goes, "Aside being an essential worker, we got nothing else to do, though I just bought a motorcycle and upgraded my wasteland garb."
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I fall into that category too. I have basically been working the entire pandemic, so I feel you on the essential worker part.
I finally got a fucking job back in December for our a store. I won't say the name here, but if you know, you know. But like, great pay, great benefits. They just made me a permanent position instead of a seasonal. I was technically hired as a seasonal because like I was highly struggling with fucking unemployment when they weren't doing the extra benefits shit.
Yeah, unemployment sucks in general.
Oh, it was my first time doing unemployment because usually I could find a job really well, but since pandemic, finding a job is a lot harder to come by, especially in the department I was, where not many restaurants and shit were open to publics.
Yeah, when most of your experience is in restaurants and all the restaurants are closed, you're just like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I guess.
So
You know?
I pretty much have to rely on the unemployment and whatever donations I was able to get on the fucking DJ show I do on Sundays. So anyways, my show and tell. The Colts Cat Meats were generous enough to give me...
Ooh, they give you a bunch of stickers.
Yeah, they gave me a couple of ColtsCatMeat.com stickers.
Very cool. They have an Etsy store too.
Yes.
If you guys want to look that up.
Yeah, I posted it on the event page so
Okay,
people
cool.
can find it.
Cool, thank you.
Because they have this
Sounds great.
amazing fucking calendar, which I bought, and it's worth the fucking pay, because I've been waiting for someone to do a...
And we have it hanging on our wall. We showed it off before, but we're not going to take it off the wall now.
No.
Yeah.
Just so you know. If you want it, buy it.
Figment is stationary at the moment. What are you looking for?
I'll find it later.
Okay.
Would you drop something?
Possibly.
Okay.
Emery says you're not answering your phone.
Well, I'm fucking...
Oh.
Try again.
He did, yeah, it says missed call.
Okay, finish up your show
So
and
I
tell.
have a couple of magnets also for Colts Cat Meat and their logo right here. And then I got a couple, like, a permanent...
Hey,
What's up?
Hi.
so I heard you're holding some of my effects ransom.
Commodore, show it. Okay, so we've got a phone call from Emery, the owner of the sword.
There's my sword.
Hello.
You're taking care of it, right?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. So did I leave my pipe over there yet?
No, you
We have
gotta
not
leave your
found
pot.
it.
We have not found that. So.
I did a lot of cleaning lately, and no pipe has been surfaced. Only this and whatever the fuck you tucked in here.
Bandana.
And what else?
You tucked
There's
in
a bandana
You tucked in like
there.
a bandana in here.
Oh. Well, I guess we're just gonna have a part 2 to our Wastelanders Pirate Show, aren't we?
Yep.
Probably, and hopefully
Sounds
you'll
good to
remember
me.
to bring your fucking take your sword this time.
Yeah, I can take that with me, and I can leave a bunch of other crap.
That I can hold ransom.
Yes.
Our payment is a pirate's booty.
Ass, gas, and grass.
Our payment is ass, gas, and grass.
You want the booty, don't ya?
We want the pirate's booty.
You want the booty. Well, you know what they say, X marks the spot.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, right now it's our display piece right now until you can come and claim it.
I know it's safe with you.
It is.
Oh yeah. We
Like I said,
were just showing it off and giving you some shit, you know.
Santos!
Santos says tell him to stop taking the power glove into the bathroom.
it's mine now. I'll do what I want with it.
It's his now. He does what he wants with it.
He's been using it well.
Thursday is your day in the box.
Yeah, so I have a whole bunch of new stuff to leave over there when I come visit.
Nice.
Yeah, I've definitely been on several new adventures and acquired many new effects.
Okay, I'm gonna set the camera there, or set the phone there so they can kind of hear you on the microphone, hopefully.
So yeah, I'll show you a whole bunch of stuff I've been working on. Like I've got so many shells at this point that I'm not worried about messing any up to make new things, and so I'm learning to make things like whistles.
Ooh. Okay, are you making them are you doing like wood or metal or?
No, out of shell.
Okay,
Oh.
nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
So
Mad
I
Rat.
made a shell whistle. I know how to make the crunch shell horns. And then I'm going to learn how to make a flute. I'm spacing the names of the shells right now, but the ones that look like the unicorn horns.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, if I get one about 6 inches long, or 6 to 8 inches long, I can turn that into a flute.
Nice.
So, Emery, I got a couple comments I need to shout out. Mad Ratter says Thursday is your day in the box, and then we got Gilly going. I thought he was a time traveling pirate. He can't just go back and get his stuff.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Damn. It's like, damn.
Got you there.
Well, I just got the power glove. I'm still learning how to hack it.
There
Okay.
you go. Exactly.
So-
Exactly.
The video games you were playing, is it the Sega?
The Sega. Yes, I got the Sega working.
Yeah, good, because I want to have a Sega day with you.
Nice.
This is gonna happen.
I'm off Wednesday and Thursday.
Wednesdays and Thursdays. I have Wednesday, Thursdays off.
Cool. Let's see if we can do something this week then.
Okay, let's do that. Cause yeah, it's working beautifully. We got that new power cord and just
Nice.
working nice.
Yeah, I need to get a new power cord for my original Nintendo.
Oh, you still missing that? Okay.
I am still missing it. I lost it when I moved somehow. I swear I must have had a box disappear out of the truck when I moved, because there was a couple of things where I was like, I used to have it.
So, I want to finish my show and tell real quick. I just have a couple more things.
Of course.
Apparently, at the Colts Cat meet, you get this shield patch. Oh, and I'll be right here. Shield patch. Try to get it angled. There we go.
Very nice.
Crank it.
Trying to debate where I could put it, because, of course, I have the fucking Wasteland Weekend shield and chevrons. I didn't get a chevron, actually, but I did get thing that usually goes on top of the shield, and it's a host patch, because I was a host for their Thirsty Thursdays.
Awesome.
And something I've been...
We need some patches that say Wasteland Talk host
like
for
a
ourselves.
Wasteland Talk shield.
Like that say host or something. Yeah, for ourselves.
That'll be dope.
I want one.
Gilly!
No, wait. We need to talk.
Do math.
Do numbers and things.
This thing, I've been eyeing on front side. I've been eyeing on for a while on the Colts Cat Meets Etsy, and they've been advertising it as much as their calendar on their shows. It's their Cat's Paw magazine, and I'm not going to show you what's inside because you need to buy that to do that, have that honor. But wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll go that far into detail. Wow.
Similar to the calendar.
Yeah.
I'll give you that much info.
If not, it gives you more than what the calendar offers. Because
Yeah,
oh god, there's a centerfold.
Oh, ho, ho. How do I get in this? How do I get in that centerfold?
I'll center your fold.
Some very good times are being had there.
Yeah.
And I'll be right back.
indeed.
I'm just gonna get a quick refill. I'm not gonna grab my
Woo!
other drink because we're almost done with this show. We got like less than a half hour.
Do we already? Wow, time goes by
Yeah, it's
fast.
like 8:40, I think.
8:41.
Time goes by fast when you're bullshitting.
Yeah, we're just full of shit, aren't we?
We always are. We always are.
So Eric's got an N64, and we'll be in touch with Gilly.
Nice.
Nice. Yes. Awesome. Yeah, I do love. So I'm an '80s kid. I'm a '90s kid. So I grew up in that era. I have an original Nintendo. It is not my original Nintendo. My youngest brother kept that because he was the last person to move out of the house, and it belonged to all of us siblings, type of thing. But anyway, I did pick up an original Nintendo at a yard sale years ago, and I have a number of games. But somehow, in the process of moving from my last place in Sacramento area to here with Commodore, I lost my power cable, so I need to buy a new one. Need to get around to it.
I hear you. I had to move your phone away because it was making a lot of weird noises, and I didn't want to disrupt the audio because it was right next to the damn mic.
Yeah, well, I mean, usually when we're talking to people, it works better because you can hear them better that way. But
I hear you. Like, I think I'm just gonna finish off this fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade. It was like the last one that we got out of Mandy's fucking little party.
that's right.
And
Oh
all the
God.
I'm kind of out of beer at the moment. What's left is whatever Minzy was kind of give us to us, but I don't feel brave enough to try it because there are a lot of unique dark IPA beers, and that's not my kind of beer, really.
Oh yeah, we were all. That's the other thing I got on my trip to San Jose with Mimsy. I got gifted a bunch of beers because Mimsy was for a while subscribed to like a beer of the month type club. Anyway, she decided that she didn't want to finish all of these. She's been changing up her palate on what she drinks. And so she was just like, I got a bunch of beer I'm not going to finish. You want it? And I was like, hell yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of variety of beers right now, but a lot of them are darker beers.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of dark beers. Like,
I am.
There you go.
yeah, so they're more for you than they are for me. So like,
But in general, I mean, she was trying to be generous. And
oh, and trust me, we appreciate the generosity.
Yay, free beer.
Yeah, exactly. Free
And
beer.
don't get me wrong, there were some beers that Mimsy gave to us that I was able to drink, so there's that. But like
The ones that are
left.
left are the darker ones.
Yeah, so that's all you. And you like to take your time because you still have Fountainhead beers that you got like prior to what we did today.
Listen, I work like
Yeah.
nonstop, 2 jobs, sometimes 7 days a week. So I don't always
Constantly
enjoy a beer every day.
You work a lot.
Sometimes I'm just exhausted and I just want to collapse in my bed and go to sleep.
And you have every right to. Don't worry about that.
So I will get around to drinking
So,
them.
Emery, what do you think of the on-air sign?
Oh, that is lovely.
And then I had
Where'd
another
you score that one?
eBay.
Nice. Hey.
But like, unfortunately, we needed better lighting here for the viewers to see it because all they see is the big rectangle of lights right now.
It's the brightest light in the living room, so
And-
it looks like a light bulb on camera.
Yeah, so we need better lighting.
We're getting there, slowly but surely.
Well, I mean, as people were saying when I went to the art show, the people who recognized us, who were like, "Yeah, you guys have been getting better, the lighting and the sound and the set and yada yada," and it's like, yes, thank you. I'm glad you noticed because yes, we are trying to build it better and better as we go. So we'll get there.
Yeah. We all had very productive weeks.
Yes, both
Such.
wasteland related and work related and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I got to go to an art show and for some Wastelanders, Commodore got to go and visit some other Wastelanders and do another live show.
Yeah,
Yes.
which was an amazing experience, and I'd love to do that
God.
again, and love for them to come up here and experience our show.
That was
And
entertaining as well.
Imri, they cosplayed me.
Yeah.
So the host of the other show dressed as the Hatter, so that they could do Wasteland talk. It was great.
Yeah,
It was solid. It was
I'll
great.
tag you on the video stream because
You need to see it.
It was something like, oh my god! We got at the end of the night, we all got sloshed.
Yeah.
That was great.
The longer the video goes, you can tell the progression of getting sloshed.
It did a rare moment when I got so drunk to the point where my hat turned sideways and I started talking in a French accent.
It was amazing.
I've never had you talk in a French accent with a side hat. That
No.
got you pretty drunk before. You must have been fucked up.
No, it was just the point where I was so coherent for the show, but like afterwards, like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to bed after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, they got me drunk enough to where like we're like maybe 2/3 of the way there, and there's still more to go. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm drunk enough to reveal my true identity.
Yup.
That's okay. I got some stuff to get you drunk off the next time I'm there.
Oh,
Oh,
dear
dear,
God.
as long as he doesn't have to work the next day.
I'm taking the day off next time he's
Yeah.
there.
Every third shot is water.
There you go.
Like I said, every third shot I take, I need a drink a bottle of water.
Well, the next one, it's gonna be rum.
Oh God, no.
I've got a new favorite. I'm spacing the name of it, but it comes in a beautiful bottle with this gold X on it.
So
And it's got a very it's got a nice sweet, I want to say like almost a honey flavor to it.
okay.
It is very smooth and it is wonderful. if you
Oh,
know
God.
it.
So we got Santos in the comments asking if we can hear the French accent, and unfortunately no, because I'm not that drunk to talk like that.
Watch the thirsty.
Yes, go
Purrs,
watch the
yeah,
video.
Go to Cat Meat's Facebook page and watch the Thirsty Thursday where I'm on. It was last Thursday, so it's still fresh on their page.
Yeah,
So-
check it out.
So
If you want to see just that part, you got to skip towards the end. But I would recommend watching the whole thing.
we had to
It's worth
do
it.
2 live streams because like near like more than halfway of the stream, our internet got caught up, and then like our stream got booted off, and we had to restart a whole new stream.
We've experienced similar things here, so I get it.
Yeah,
It happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've had things cut for our YouTube, our Facebook, when Danny's DJing. I mean, all kinds of stuff. So we get it.
Yeah.
You just start again and pick up right where you left off. You know,
Pretty much.
It didn't work.
the
Okay.
joys of running live shows.
I tried tagging Cat Meat, but it didn't work.
No, it's really hard to tag their Facebook page for some reason.
Facebook pages, like the business pages, act differently than profile pages.
Okay.
Because I have one for Hatter,
Yep.
and I don't use it as much because it's more complicated to use.
Okay.
So it can be a pain in the ass.
But everything was amazing. Good times were had by all.
Oh yeah, and like when they do ever come up here, we gotta make sure we have a food variety for them to eat because they're both vegetarians.
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah, we can either do that, and we can also give them options of food areas in our area where they can eat.
Well, my younger brother is vegan, and also at Wasteland I have a campmate who's vegetarian. So we can work with it.
Yeah.
They can bring food, or they can
Yeah.
recommend a recipe that we can buy the supplies for. Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll figure out something.
We want them to feel comfortable and as a good guest.
And and it's one of those things too. Like if you're gonna make a big meal, I'll eat vegetarian for one meal. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Food's food.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we did.
You know?
Like when they made breakfast and they had like a shepherd's pie that had like a Beyond Meat type ground meat.
Interesting. Shepherd's pie with vegetarian ingredients.
Yeah, it was well. It had,
Because shepherd's pie is a meat. For sure.
Their ground meat was like a vegetarian substitute. Of,
Yeah.
Like the Beyond Meat type thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would be interested in trying it, is what I'm saying.
It's pretty
Because I do like shepherd's pie. I've eaten shepherd's pie a bunch, and
they
I
had,
do
like-
enjoy it.
And they had like a bunch of other cool stuff. Like they had like some like type of style hash browns that had like a bunch of like bell peppers, onions,
It was good food.
other shit, and then they had like a Beyond Meat type of sausage,
Okay.
which I'm willing to try because like it's whatever. But
Well, there's a place in Midtown right next to my laundromat,
yeah,
and they're all vegetarian.
Yeah, we know that one. We go to the
yeah,
same
we know
spot.
that one.
So I go there a lot of
That
times.
burger place.
Yeah, when I'm doing my laundry, I go there for lunch.
Yeah.
And so like I have no problem with eating vegetarian food. It's just I'm not a vegetarian, but it doesn't hurt me to eat it every once in a while. Obviously,
Yeah.
I got no problem with it. It's food. Put it in my belly.
Yes.
You know.
Oh.
How are we doing on time?
It is.
We probably got like 15 minutes, maybe.
Okay, yeah, we got
8:51.
about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. All right. So
All right, cool.
We're reaching the end of our show.
Cool. If you have any comments, you wanna tell us your stories.
Yeah, tell us a Wasteland story that they have, or something that you were doing during pandemic that's Wasteland related that you did with a fellow Wastelander, etc. We like to hear, and I'll read them out so we can share that story with everybody.
Or if you want to plug your Etsy or
What-
your
whatever.
if you make merchandise that's related to Wasteland,
There you go.
jewelry, any whatever, post it in the comments. We'll read some of it out. You want to post some pictures or something? We'll take a look at those. We will boost your stuff if you want us to spread it to our
Yeah.
following of people.
And apparently the Mad Ratter shares the same dietary restrictions as the Hatter. Food is food.
Yeah, food is food. I have no food allergies, and if you want to make me a vegetarian meal, I will eat it gladly. I don't care. Food is food.
Yeah.
I do, of course, eat meat in my regular diet, but yeah, I don't care. Food is food. You know? So yeah, when I had like I said, my younger brother is vegan. He used to make vegan food at home all the time when we were teenagers, and I would eat it. One of my campmates is vegetarian, so we made pretty much all of our meals at Wasteland last year were vegetarian friendly. Some of them we had like meat that you could add separately, but we made them all vegetarian options so that our campmate could eat with us. You know.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm always willing
Reminder
to
to Hatter.
accommodate.
Reminder to Hatter to share the tarot card info.
Yes, I will. I have to find my card that I got from Gemini. I will share it. Check my Facebook page, and maybe even Commodore can repost it.
I can do what I
or
can.
in the event page, I'll end up posting it there.
Yeah.
Later today or tomorrow, I'll post it. So, who is it that wanted to know specifically so I can tag
Oh,
you?
Mad Ratter.
Mad
Okay, so Mad Ratter, I will try to remember to tag you in the post,
Yes.
and I'll give you the information for God, what was her wasteland name now? Now I'm drawing a
Gemini?
blank. Gemini. Thank you.
Gemini.
Gemini was the name of the wastelander from Samoda.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I will look up the information. She gave me her business card.
Nice.
I think it's in my backpack that I used for that weekend,
Yeah.
but I gotta dig through it. So
And again, a bunch of other stuff like go ahead and check Cult of Cat Meat's Etsy page. Like I left a link to their Etsy page on our event page.
and we've mentioned it before, but if you want to support our show, you can always check out Gilly's Etsy.
Yep.
He has Wasteland Talk patches.
Yep.
Those proceeds go to him,
Mm-hmm.
not us. If you want to donate to us, I mean, we would accept.
We're not gonna
that.
say no.
We're not going to say no. Commodore has some, PayPal and Venmo and all that. You can always donate to him. That's fine. We're roommates. It works that way. I'm fine with that. And also, if you want to donate for when he does his DJing, of course.
Yeah, I DJ every Sunday. I play goth industrial EBM music.
We will be doing
on
that
Twitch.
tomorrow night.
Yep, on Twitch.
So come join us for that.
Yep.
It's done right here in Vault 42.
Yep. Different scenery though, because like I make this room different than what it looks like now.
Yeah.
We have to build our stage every time.
Yep. It's fun though. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
I like doing it. It gives me a good little
That's why
hype.
I'm gonna just build I'm just gonna build mine in the backyard. I don't have to move it around or anything.
If we had the space,
You have a big ass backyard though. That's
I
a,
do.
if we had the space, we would leave it up, but
We do
we have to
not.
make it all collapsible.
mm-hmm.
Now most of my stage is just the fire pit in my backyard.
It's a good fire pit though.
It is. It's nice.
I'll spruce everything up a bit, but yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. We,
What's
of course, I talked to Mimsy, and Mimsy wants us at some point to go to her place because she's got that propane fire table.
Yes, the fire.
Yes.
She's got a outdoor furniture set with a basically a coffee table that the center is a fire pit,
Shit.
and it's propane powered, so you can just turn it on. You
You
know.
know what would be cool to fucking do? If the internet connection is good over there, and the person in question is willing to do it,
Do a show outside by the fire pit.
better.
Okay.
Adam Cholson. He's got that. He's got his own little actual vault bunker,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, and then also he has that fire car.
Oh, yeah, no, you're talking if we could get out to Adam Chelson's place.
Yeah.
I was thinking Mimsy's place.
Yeah.
No, we could also do it at Mimsy, but I'm saying that'd be cool. Just like actually, have our show and have one of the guys who help run Wasteland Weekend as a guest.
So, for anybody who's interested, Wasteland staff will be doing, in preparation for Wasteland 2021, we'll be doing build days later this year.
Which
You are required to have your vaccine already if you want to participate. They have made this announcement on the Build Crew page.
Come here.
So, in matching with that, if myself and Commodore get a chance to go out to Adam Choson's Wasteland name is Axel.
which is fun because we also have an Axel who's a fucking drunk psycho who likes dicks.
Yeah, so if we get a chance to go out to Axel's place in Hesperia and we can do the Wasteland show from there, great. If you want to be on the Build Crew, they will take sign-ups, but you need to have your vaccine. It is a requirement. And likely, if we have Wasteland this year, your vaccine will be a requirement to go.
So
Just to give that out there.
So few things. Mad Rat goes, the patches are very well made and age well. Gilly dropped his Etsy page, and Sans goes, yeah, Gilly, where are those coin robber patches? And of course, Gilly's like, what the fuck? Because like, here's what's going on. Because like, for the DJ coin robber in your house patch, you don't really get that through Gilly's Etsy page.
That's through him.
They're a limited amount, and you talk to me
So
about
Gilly
that.
makes them, but Gilly shipped a bunch to Commodore.
He shipped whatever he made to me, and I have them as my in your house merch. So you talk to me if you will like a patch.
Yeah.
I have patches, I have stickers, and I did have a run of T-shirts, but unfortunately I have to switch shirt makers because I'm having a bit of a falling out with one of my friends. Not been bad. It's just that like I can't digitally transfer money to him to make the shirts, and he lives fucking far too north of me to make a trip just to drop off money. And of course, I like to hang out with him, but still, like our work schedules don't meet up, so it's near impossible to do this. And I love him to death. He's generous enough to make shirts for me, but I'm gonna have to move on to someone else just to make it easier, and I can deliver these shirts for people.
Yeah, so
I need a new shirt maker is what I'm saying.
so Commodore's in the market for a shirt maker.
Yeah, if you know how to make shirts, let me know and we'll talk shop.
For a while, we have used DeFore in the past, but DeFore is working a lot, so his shirt business is kind of on hold, in a sense. Because I've talked to him about shirts soon. He's like, I'm working a lot. I don't really have time.
Yeah.
So Dave DeFore's shirt business is kind of on hold at the moment. So.
Mad Ratter is totally down to do what you were saying with the Wasteland shit. He's like, I'm so down, and I will be vaxxed. Like, yeah, I'll be vaxxed too. Like I said earlier, I'm on my way to get my second dose here in a week or two.
Yeah, so just as a little bit of background, I did Wasteland Build Crew for about 5 years when I used to live in SoCal. For a long time, it was how I earned my ticket to Wasteland. And I've helped out on a bunch of stuff for the event, including the stage and the command center and a bunch of other stuff. The check-in gate, I helped with the trailer that they keep their supplies in. So just a bunch of stuff. I can do woodworking, I can do painting, I know how to weld, but I'm not the greatest welder. So anyway, they are always looking for talented people who have skill sets they can use. They are in SoCal. You have to be willing to travel, but it's a great way to earn your ticket, to meet cool Wastelanders. But of course, as of now, they have announced that they're going to be doing their first build days, I think, in July this year. And you are required to have your vaccine. And then they haven't made this announcement yet, but I'm going to put it out there. But I'm willing to bet that if you want to go to Wasteland 2021, they're probably going to require you to have your vaccine.
Yeah, especially since by then we're going to have a lot of available vaccinations for everybody in the country.
And not only that, but from a logistics standpoint, Ticketmaster, Live Nation,
Disneyland,
all of those companies that sell stuff are actually going to have access to a lot of these databases that say whether or not you're vaccinated. So it could very well be that you're going to try to buy tickets to something, and if you're not vaccinated, they're just going to deny you. So get your vaccine, because they are actually opening up the databases to others to view for events. That is happening. So you need to get your vaccine at some point in order to fall into those I want to go do my cool things type of category.
The sooner everyone's vaccinated, the better. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, regardless if you're anti-vaccinator or not, but like, this is going to be the requirement now, because like, we're in a pandemic and vaccination is going to be necessary for world to function.
Whether or not there is some kind of medical exemption, that's probably going to come down to a state-by-state law.
Yeah.
And I have no idea. That's not anything that I've seen pop up. I haven't done any research. Whatever state you're in, whatever rules you got to follow. But remember, if you come to California, where Wasteland is, you're going to have to follow California state rules.
Yes. And so far,
so keep that in mind.
So also, two things that's a completely different topic. One, I finally got my fucking email of my Wasteland merch.
Nice.
My Wasteland.
I should check and see if I've been.
But here's because like I was getting so fucking paranoid because I've seen everybody getting their merch saying, "Hey, I got the email," and I'm like, "Where the fuck's mine?"
Yeah, you feel like they forgot you or something.
Yeah, and then I'm going through my email list and I'm seeing nothing. Like, I know I fucking bought this, so where the fuck is my email to confirm my fucking purchase? I have a second email. Because sometimes they don't. Some places don't accept Yahoo, so I had to use Gmail. Like with my fucking unemployment, I had to use Gmail as my email.
Wait, you use Yahoo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this 1998?
Fuck you. Fuck you, guy.
I got that email address. Oh god, I think my.
And I'm younger than you. You're telling me something. I'm doing something fucking old.
Hey, Commodore.
What?
Did somebody say 1988? Are you time traveling now, Joe?
I said 98 because I was implying that the internet had already been created. But yeah, basically.
98. That was a good year. Let's go back.
I'm okay with that. I think my first
Also,
email address was like 2000. Yeah.
And
so I'm referencing 98 because I think that's when I created my Yahoo, Nathaniel Reed at Yahoo.
Maybe.
And I don't use it anymore, of course, but yeah. That's why I made that reference. I was like, I think that's when I made it.
So, also, got to answer those. Damn, I'm gonna be the last getting my merch. It feels that way. Sure does not.
I feel like I'm gonna be one of the last too.
And then also,
because I ordered mostly chevrons because I want to finish off my chevrons that show 2018 and 2019 and 2021
Mad Ratter's going, haha, Yahoo.
and all that.
Yeah.
So I want my full arm sleeve here.
I'm getting there.
And I've only got up to 2017 because they were sold out. So I ordered a bunch of chevrons, and apparently those are taking the longest.
So, lastly, because we're already over time on our show time,
Eh.
the fuck you of the moment.
Oh, the week, yeah, the
fuck
show.
You, fuck you
episode.
of the show. Since we had a lot of people to talk about, I think it's fair to give this to multiple people.
Okay.
Firstly, the fuck you of the moment could go to Grotch of the Cock,
Yes.
and secondly, can go to the tribe that ran the
Samoda.
the secondly can go to Samoda, who run the Wasteland Artist Gallery that happened last weekend. So fuck you, Samoda, and fuck you, Grotch, and the fucking Cult Academy.
And
Fuck you,
Hepsi.
Well, of course, he's part. Yeah.
Hepsi, yeah. Hepsi.
We'll add Hepsi because like he's a darling. Like I adore that
He's so
fucking man.
cool.
Like he's cool to hang out with, and he makes good food.
He
And
does.
so yeah, fuck you, Hepsi. Fuck you, Grotch. Fuck you, Sonoda. Fuck you very much. You earned this finger.
Yes.
Yay!
So, and now in closing,
Oh God.
I am Commodore Pistolwhip.
And I am Hatter of the Waste.
You had to think about that.
Forget
for a
where you
second.
were for a moment.
Woo!
Wait, who am I?
You're not Grotch, I know that for sure.
Yeah.
I am the Pope of the House of Alice.
Go with
And
that.
I am the caterpillar of the hookahs. So, this has been Wasteland Talk. We'll see you in the next couple weeks for our next episode.
Catch us tomorrow night for DJ Carney Robbers in Your House. We
Thank
will
you.
be on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Let us know what you got going on. Tag us if you got stuff that you want us to post for you. And besides that, have a good night.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Oh, I forgot you're still here, Emery.